Going on, Mgtow Righteousness? Mgtow Righteousness coming back at you with another video. I got a little rant. I got something I gotta go off of real fast. Okay, first things first. Fuck Richard Sherman. Okay, that dude is jealous of Pete Carroll. That dude is jealous of the fact that he did not go to USC. He's jealous of the fact that he was with Jim Harbaugh. Okay, for you to be drafted by a guy like Pete Carroll who dominated, completely dominated college football. Made an error. Made fans, made people who weren't even USC Trojan fans say, "Yo, Pete Carroll is creating his own era." Okay, and you for not to respect him, you are a fucking fool. One, two. Good thing they fucking released him. You gonna disrespect the guy who's got you to the playoffs 2 years in a row, two Super Bowls, and he makes one bad decision, and you gonna fucking castrate him? Good, get the fuck out of here, cause you're not in. You're selfish as hell. You're not really for the organization. Get the fuck up out of here. You got your money, you got your legacy. Now get out of here. Okay. Three, Patrick Mahomes. He's a great quarterback. Yes, he does deserve the MVP, but hey, it's a seniority. The only three candidates right now that really truly deserve MVP titles is A, Drew Brees, B, Philip Rivers, and C, Russell fucking Wilson. If you Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are gone, so now that you eliminated them two out of the conversation, those are the only three quarterbacks in my eyes that I've seen every game this season that deserved MVP candidate. Okay, Patrick Mahomes, if he's the shit, right? If he's this guy, if he's this bad man, right? He should have other seasons, he's gonna have better seasons. He's gonna have probably same record breaking seasons. So that's why it's not fair to give him the MVP candidate right now. If he's this dude, if he's this bad, he's gonna have better seasons. So if he, you know what I'm saying, if he's not, it's gonna show. Okay. Um, you know what I'm saying? Perfect example, Russell Wilson last year, went against quote unquote the Michael Jordan of quarterbacks, the Deshaun Watson or whatever from the Texans, right? They went blow for blow, toe for toe that game. It was like the fourth game of the season, and that game was the game of the year, and that game felt like it was an NFC championship game, and Russell Wilson won. Okay? Those games you have to win. Russell Wilson lets all these new talented quarterbacks know, listen, I'm here. This is my shit. And I've been saying this before. Pete Carroll is going to create a dynasty in Seattle. Okay? He's going to create a dynasty in Seattle. He is creating a dynasty in Seattle. And on top of that, you know, put some respect on my boy name. Seattle Seahawks are the Seattle Seahawks of the NFC. Okay, just like the Patriots are the Patriots of the AFC. Okay, they're both complete teams. They have a complete coach. They know how to coach. They have an identity. They know what they like to do. They know what they do. Okay, they know how to change calls and different play. No coach is better than them two coaches right now. Pete Carroll right now, and Coach of the Year award does Pete Carroll, not Andy Reid. Andy Reid, we know what Andy Reid's going to do. He's going to throw the ball 50, 60 fucking times. He did it with Donovan McNabb in Philly. He's doing it with he don't deserve no, he wants to create his dynasty. He ain't going to create it. A, he don't got the characteristic of a energetic coach, and B, who cares about Andy Reid? No one gives a fuck about Andy Reid. He had his time. Okay, he's technically past his time. All right, he's trash in my opinion. Yeah, that 11-4, whatever, 11-3 record, 12, whatever. That record looked nice, but I'm not going to be surprised if next season they don't even get a clinch a playoff spot. Okay, so get out of here with that. Patrick Mahomes, if he's the real deal, he'll have MVP candidate award next season or seasons to come. The only person in my brain that deserves the MVP candidate right now, off the rip, is Drew Brees. Okay, he's playing phenomenal, and he's 40. Give this man what he deserves. I don't think he's ever gotten an MVP. Give this man what the fuck he deserves, the MVP award. Second is definitely Russell Wilson. Third is definitely San Diego Chargers. The reason why I say third for Philip Rivers, Philip Rivers actually really I can put Philip Rivers over Russell, but no one expected Russell Wilson to come in and play how he's been playing. No one has expected how the Pete Carroll has been coaching, how they're coaching, and the minor and the losses that they've taken. Okay, people want to. This is a put some respect on my boy. Okay, put some motherfucking respect on Pete Carroll. The only other coaches to do he's the only other dynasties that people really think about and miss. Miami down back in '89 when Dwayne Johnson was there killing shit. USC, New England, and Dallas when they went to the Super Bowl back to back and beat the Bills. Okay, please put some motherfucking respect on Pete Carroll. Put some motherfucking respect on Russell Wilson and Richard Sherman. Fuck you, bro. That's why your career is not even as good as you. Your play not even good as it was no more. I'm not saying nothing bad about you. Actually, I will say something bad about you. You a fucking jealous ass bitch. How the hell you have one of the top two coaches of all time? You got to put Pete Carroll in the category of Bill Parcells, Buddy Ryan. You know, he's up there. He's up definitely for it. He's in that category. Even on bad seasons, he has good seasons. Come on now. You can't. And who do you think hired you, Richard Sherman? Who do you think got your career to where it was? Yeah, you put in the work. Who do you think saw you as a good talent? Pete Carroll. And another thing, Richard Sherman, you a jealous ass son of a bitch. You know that? And I hope people hear this. I hope people really hear this. You a jealous ass son of a bitch. The only reason for you know when I knew he was jealous? When he had that jealous characteristic. Definitely when he talked shit about Skip Bayless, that I'm better than you. A, he jealous as fuck. And two, who the hell are you to say that just because you went to Stanford, that Christian McCaffrey, whatever this white running back, he said he had the nerve to say that he's better than Reggie Bush. I swear to God, if I ever seen, I probably would have been, I would have thrown something at him. I would have smacked the shit out of him. I probably would have gone to jail. And the only reason why he said that because he went to Stanford. We know for a fact Christopher Cran is a good running back, but to say he's better than Reggie Bush is blasphemy. Reggie Bush is no arguably top three best running backs ever to come out of college. In college, I mean, like as a college running back, there's even today there is no running back to do what Reggie Bush has done. The excitement and the hype that he had in college was ridiculous. Okay, and that was all because of Pete Carroll. I know Richard Sherman wished he was on that fucking team. I know Richard Sherman wishes that he was on that roster. When USC was rocking and rolling, they had a whole NFL squad practically every season. Put some respect on Pete Carroll, second best coach in the league right now. Okay, second best. Bill Belichick number one. Andy Reid, I don't care about Andy Reid. We know what Andy Reid's going to do. He's going to get a quarterback. He's going to throw the ball 50, 60 times. Okay. He did it with Donovan McNabb, went to the Super Bowl, lost to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Put some respect on Pete Carroll. Put some respect on Russell Wilson. Put some respect on Drew Brees because Drew Brees is the only true MVP candidate right now. The guy's 40, hasn't won an MVP in a long time. If Patrick Mahomes is this bad man, is people saying yes, he has a spectacular year. The numbers are phenomenal. But if he's this guy, if he's spectacular, if he's a bad guy, he's gonna have more seasons to prove that he's gonna be an MVP candidate. Is this season an MVP candidate? Yes, but it's a pecking order. Give Drew Brees the MVP candidate role. Richard Sherman, fuck you. That's why you'll see after no one's going after this guy better save his money because after the Niners he ain't going nowhere else. Guarantee that he ain't going nowhere else. If he do, is he gonna be a coach or something? Okay. Putting disrespecting Pete Carroll, arguably the second best coach in this day and era, yes. Bill Belichick number one, Pete Carroll number two. Okay? Put some respect on my motherfucking boy, okay? And for you to disrespect Reggie Bush and say Christian McCaffrey, whatever, that now he's what is he doing? First of all, Reggie Bush has a Super Bowl ring. Does Christopher Cameron has? He ain't never gonna get a Super Bowl ring under Cam Newton. And I'll tell you one thing. Even though when Reggie Bush went to New Orleans, they already had their roster set. Reggie Bush was the X factor. Okay? Reggie Bush was that last hit, the KO your ass. You seen, if you don't believe me, look at that run Reggie Bush had when he was playing Cardinals. When he made two defenders like miss completely and he ran, okay? Reggie Bush was the X factor. He was that talented. He wasn't the best running back, but he was that X factor. Okay, he was that X factor with, with Drew Brees. The only reason why Richard Sherman is talking ever said I wanted to smack the shit out of him when he said Christian McCaffrey is better than Reggie Bush just because of the yards. Who cares about yards? Reggie Bush went to three Rose Bowls back to back to back under Pete Carroll, won two of them, lost one of them to the Texans to Vince Young, whatever his name. Vince Young not even thought of no more. Reggie Bush was so good they made a statue of the guy, took a statue down because they were so ashamed that he took money because he was poor, took his jersey down, and he's a 2005 candidate, Heisman Trophy candidate. Okay, put some respect on Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is a dominating coach, better than y'all coach. He's better than Andy Reid. He's better than the coach in the LA Rams. Better than Golf. Okay, and they have a better record than Pete Carroll. So put some respect on Pete motherfucking Carroll. MVP definitely needs to go to Drew Brees. I don't want to hear no more about. Because right now Kansas City just came off this loss to Seattle. Okay, that definitely put a damper on the MVP. Those are games you have to win. Perfect examples when whoever said Deshaun Watson. I mean, Deshaun Watt. Yeah, I think that's the quarterback for the Texans. The Michael Jordan of quarterbacks. The guy got injured, and the guy lost the last season. The biggest game of his career was against Seattle, the fourth game in the season, and lost. Seattle, Russell Wilson don't be playing with these new quarterbacks, man. He be going blow to blow, toe for toe with these guys, man. Come on now. And the only reason why Richard Sherman said that Christopher Kyle, whatever his name is better than Reggie Bush is because he went to Stanford. Let me tell you something, Richard Sherman. If you was at Stanford during Pete Carroll, during Reggie Bush days, you would never even been thought of. You would have just been another guy on the field. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. Let these things go in order. If Patrick Mahomes is this guy, he's gonna show up next season and the season after. Right now is a picking order. Give the MVP to Drew Brees, and I really want the MVP to go to Russell Wilson. But if you're gonna be honest, the MVP candidate, the only three people that deserve it right now, because Tom Brady don't deserve it, Aaron Rodgers don't. Aaron Rodgers is talking about getting traded. If he get traded, he could probably win a Super Bowl with another team if they could build around him. Maybe not, but he ain't winning no Super Bowl anytime soon under Green Bay. Three quarterbacks that deserve it right now. Actually four. I even put four quarterbacks. Number one, Drew Brees. Number two, Russell Wilson. Number three, Phillip Rivers. You could even argue and debate Phillip Rivers or you could debate for that number two spot. Either Phillip Rivers or Russell Wilson. Number four, I'm gonna have to say if I'm picking number four quarterback, I'm gonna have to go with Todd. Not Todd. What's that quarter? I can't remember the quarterback for the LA Rams. Okay, those are the only four candidates, right? And Russell Wilson is doing spectacular, man. Making these tight throws, making these spectacular runs. Listen, let me tell you something right now. Say they lose to the Cardinals and they're still in the playoffs, right? They beat in Dallas, guaranteed. And they're not just gonna beat them; they're gonna spank them in their own home. If they beat the Cardinals next week and they go to Dallas, it's gonna be a tight game, but they're gonna win. They go to New Orleans, that's gonna be the real deal for them, right? But put some respect on my boys, okay? I'm a New York Jets fan. I love Pete Carroll because I was a Reggie Bush fan with USC Trojans, and the only two college football teams that I love is the Michigan State Spartans because I wanted to be a Spartan, and USC Trojans. Okay, those are the only two college teams I love. Reggie Bush, I love Reggie Bush. Love Pete Carroll. I love what Pete Carroll did when he went to Seattle with Russell Wilson and the neon green colors and Marshawn Lynch and the Skittles and all that stuff. And I love the aura and the flow and the excitement and the energy Pete Carroll brings. Okay, I'm a New York Jets fan because I was born in the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I love the New York Jets, but right now Jets gotta get together. If I wasn't a Jets fan, I'll be a Seattle Seahawks fan, guarantee. I can't even not. It's hard for me to say that I'm not. I gotta like I love my both. I love teams just, but I am practically a Seattle Seahawks team. I can't betray my home squad. Okay, I won't betray my home squad. You know what I'm saying? But I am a Seahawks fan. Um, MVP award, Drew Brees. If you're not Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers. If not Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson. In that order. Um, Coach of the Year award, Pete Carroll, because no one even thought that they was gonna be where they are right now. Okay, Richard Sherman, fuck you. Your season is your first of all, you ain't getting in the playoffs. And next, you're not going to playoffs. You're not going to playoffs at all for the next 2-3 seasons. We don't even know if you even gonna be. Listen, bro, you so far away from this thing. Don't worry about what's going on in Seattle. You played good for Seattle. I know you got butt hurt because they cut your ass because your ass kept it real all the time. It's good to keep it real, but you got to know when to put a lid on it. Who are you to go up to the best, second best coach in the league and say you're not going to waste our effort and all this dumb shit? Bro, do you know who that is? That guy's like a vase, a vase, okay? Like a canvas. Like Bill Belichick. That guy's like a canvas. You put some respect on their name, all right? And with this, my fellow Mgtow brothers, you know, no, don't get distracted with the NFL now. It's remember the NFL is just something to watch to buy time before the crash happened. Back to real live issues. I know what you guys just seen what happened with Google and this fucking Para guy, playing stupid in the court of law. And the crash is coming. Get your gold ready, get your silver ready, get your food ready, get your guns ready. The government says, Secretary of Defense says, make sure most Americans don't have at least 6 months of food prepared, which is true. Get your stuff ready, hide food in different areas, because when they come in to kill us and take your shit and bounce. And then people that they gonna have in these concentration camps, these FEMA camps, they gonna gas chamber them and stuff like that. Get your stuff ready. But I'm just with that MGTOWs, I'm just I'm excited for Russell. I'm excited for the Seattle Seahawks, you know, and just be ready, man. Be ready, but also if you're gonna be fair with the NFL, with the football, give Drew Brees the MVP. If you're not gonna give it to him, give it to Phillip Rivers. If you're not gonna give it to him, damn sure do not give it to Patrick Mahomes. Give it to Russell Wilson. With that NFL talk being out of the way, get your food ready, stock up on your food, stock up on your fuel and gas, stock up on your ammo, get your plywood ready, get a fire furnace so you don't have to rely on oil, because if they say 6 months failure power grid, you're gonna need backup generators, you're gonna need all that stuff. Get all that, get your arrows ready. Arrows, unlimited ammunition. You can always pick it up. And I know I'm saying, if you can kill somebody, kill an animal, with arrows, it's not gonna let off a sound. Get these things in order. Get these things ready for the end. The end is coming. Okay, I'll give it 2 more years of us living lavish, living how we living, and really not living lavish, living ungratefully. We don't realize what we have. When that shit hits the fan, we gonna be like, damn, people had more than what we really needed. And that's just how it is. So with that, my fellow MGTOW brothers, stay true, stay righteous, protect the innocent, defend the weak, stay God fearing, stay away from these hoes. Fuck these hoes. These hoes about to get their rights taken away. When the lights go out, they about to fall and crumble. And don't take these bitches lightly when the lights go out. They gonna try to kill some of you guys and plan and manipulate to get what they need. Put your foot on their throat when the lights go out, all right? Put your foot on their throat now. And with that being said, God bless. Good night. I love y'all. Merry Christmas, brothers. And a Happy New Year.